Well, I mean, you started off by talking about Boston. I mean, you're up in that area. You know, we got BWT, Teddy, Celtics in five, baby. You know how he's getting down right now. And I would say we got to shout out Mike too, because he be holding the Celtics down when they
He
when they in the
does.
chat. But last night, you see a team that lives by the three, three,
Oh, man.
yeah, lives by the three and dies by the three. Boston. That's just what it is. I was trying to say superseding. Are they superseding expectations? Because here they go again, being the number one seed. People are saying, I mean, not people, Jason Tatum are saying they're a super team. And then you go out there and let Cleveland do this to you. I seen something on TV, and Joe, you could back me up on this one, where it's like, you did the not so average top five. I keep pointing back to that because all season, whatever I've been saying about the Celtics, they keep doing this in the regular season, but when it gets to the playoffs, are they going to actually level up? They keep showing who they are in the regular season, but when the playoffs come, are you going to level up?
Mm.
Is it Jalen Brown that's going to step up? Is it Jason Tatum that's going to step up? Is it Porzingis? Is it Balding?
Whoa.
Is it
Like
Derek
that.
White? We don't know. We don't know who's going to step up. But it seems like Derek White has stepped up for some of these games. But last night, I don't know who was there. I don't know what that was. Did they lose their powers? Was they watching Space Jam? They lost 118 to 94 to the Cavaliers, who came in. I don't know what year this was because Tristan Thompson was back out there balling too. It was just crazy. But Joe, after watching that game, how is the city feeling right now?
I, the city, I guess the city is not feeling too down because they feel like, oh, we're going to do what we did like we did against Miami and come back and blow them out. But shout out to Blaze one more time. Look at this comment. At the end of the day, it falls on Tatum. If he will step up, this series will be a sweep. Now, Tombo, name some teams in the playoffs right now. If you can, off the top of your head.
Knicks,
Jalen Brunson,
Pacers.
Siakam. I see Siakam do some stuff. But this ain't Tari Halliburton. He had a decent game last game.
Okay. We're gonna go. Of course, we got the Mavs.
The map. Come on now. Do I gotta say anything else? Come on now. OKC, SGA. Minnesota, Anthony Edwards, Denver, Jokic. I mean, this year so far, Tom, I think I've seen every player from every team in the playoffs, their best player have a game. Had a game that was stamped. Like, you know what? I don't care what's gonna happen. I'm gonna turn up and we gonna win. Tatum has yet gave us that game. I mean, are we gonna assume Derek White gonna score 15 every first quarter? Are we gonna assume the Celtics are gonna shoot 40-some% from three every game? Because what I say, Tomo, no, I don't think this is a panic mode. I think they should come back and respond, right? Cool. But what I say, when Derek White's not hitting his threes, when Jalen Brown not playing great, when Porzingis is not on the floor, what are you going to do, Tatum? And I was watching that game. Now, I get it. The early fourth quarter is when they really built it to a 20-point lead, and Tatum was on the bench most of the time. But the third quarter, he was there. When they stretched the lead to double digits, Tatum was on the floor. And Donovan Mitchell was aggressive, and Tatum wasn't. They was settling for three, one-on-one, settling for three, one-on-one. Don't get me wrong, Donovan Mitchell hit a three off the backboard. I mean, like, it was just that night. Like, they was hitting a three in that third quarter. Darius Garland hit like 2 threes. I think Donovan Mitchell hit 3 threes. Hit a Euro step floater. Like, it was crazy. Now, I won't panic if I'm Boston, though. I won't panic because, like I said, I think they will respond, at least for the series. But Tomo, this is alarming if you gotta play Denver. This is alarming if you gotta play the Timberwolves. It's alarming if you gotta play the Mavericks. It's alarming if you gotta play OKC because your team, like, there's no team, Tomo. There's no team that the team got them to the finals and won. There were moments in that playoffs when the best player had to step up and have the games that say, you know what, we're not losing this game. Throw a cape on. You got to as the best player. And Tatum just don't do that. Like, he don't do that. Like, I'm watching, as they were getting this lead in the third quarter, I'm just watching. Come on, Tatum. 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 So That would be my only worry. I wouldn't be panicking off this series, but if I'm a Celtics fan, I'm not for sure like we're gonna win the championship. I know we keep saying like if they don't win this year, oh my gosh. But if you replay that sound effect you just put, are you sure about that?
You
Oh,
sure about that?
could
Are
you
you sure about that? Are they really gonna win? Cause we see how Minnesota look, Tomo. Like they got dogs over there. And game one, what they win? And had 40. He dropped 40. Like he had to do that for them to win that game. You know what I mean? Like these every best like I don't know, man. Tatum just be out there, bro. Like he have his moments when he get aggressive and he slow up. Yeah, I know he had 25. Yes, he had 25. He had 23 in the third quarter. Now he got. I mean, no, so he had 21 going into the fourth. I think he scored 4 points in the fourth quarter. That's it. Like, come on, bro. So I won't panic, but I will be worried for the NBA Finals for this thing.
I like what you did there. I wouldn't panic, but I would be worried. I mean, technically, they should have been worried last season, right? Because you seen what happened when they got to the playoffs, and then you seen what spiraled out of that. It was it the they wanted to break up the duo. You know, they was like, okay, we're gonna give Coach Missoula a little break because this was his first year coaching. You know, all that debacle that happened in the offseason leading into how he even got the job. Cool. You bounce back this year. You have one of the best records at home. So off rip, you think that playoff games at home, you're going to dominate. You like this team, if they do lose a game, it may be on the road. It won't be at home.
Mm-hmm.
And I can keep saying this over and over because this is near and dear to my heart. You know, when you at home, you're going to get the dub. Like you should just lock it in. Meanwhile, you let a Cavaliers team show up. Actually, they 3-2 at home in the playoffs too. Just to throw that out there, they should be 5-0 because they was 37-4 at home in the regular season. You know how many games that is? It's a lot of games. But anyway, I agree with you on Tatum. The reason why I'm more so upset at Tatum is because you're not so average top 5. I tried to find a way to say, hey, he should be number 4 over Jalen Brunson. He should be number 4 over Jalen Brunson. I'm gonna say it one more time. He should have been number 4 over Jalen Brunson. Everyone was like, why? Why? Because they have the best record in the league. But boom, here come the playoffs. And what did you just say? When the team needs to win the game, their best player steps up. And Jalen Brunson averaging almost 40 points a game every time. Even when the Pacers were up maybe like 10 points at one point in one of those 2 games, Jalen Brunson came back. He dropped 21 in the fourth quarter in one of those games and they won. He hurt his foot. I think it was his foot or his hand. One of them games came back. They won the game.
Yeah.
It's Brunson or bust. When you think about Ant Edwards, he going up against what some people would say is the most fluent offense in the West, and the best big man. I mean, unless you Shaq, but we'll talk about that later. But you know what I mean? I mean, the vice president of the big man club, as Shaq would say. But he's out there balling, putting up numbers on the board, and people didn't even expect. He didn't even take basketball serious in the first half, and now look at him turning up in the second half and putting his stamp on it. SGA is going up against Luka and Kyrie, who both are like, look, at any point in time, you know what we can do. He can get 40, I can get 40. If I can take a night off and we can still win the game, but SGA is still showing up, dropping 30.
Drop 33 last night.
We can even go, let's go back to this exact game. Who is the best player on the Cavs?
Donovan Mitchell.
Donovan Mitchell already knew what time it was in game 2. He said, look, man, it's game 2. I need to win this game, or at least we need to make it close enough that when we go back home, we got a chance to still fight with this team. He gives you, let me bring it up right here. He gives you 29. You at home, Jason Tatum. Like 25 is cool, but you got to close this out.
Yeah.
Or you got to at least show that aggression in the game to get your teammates riled up. You know what I'm saying? Because he got that laid back personality, which is okay at times, but that's only when you in the midst of chaos that you need somebody with a calm mind. Right? Okay. But in that game, you in the midst of chaos. You need the calm mind, but you also need to step up. You being so reserved is not going to help the rest of the team because we looking for you to do it. And then boom, this was adds to the gumbo pot of people saying, do they need Jaylen Brown and Tatum together? Because Tatum will attempt. And when he attempts and you don't, then everybody like, do they need to be on the same team? Do we need Jason Tatum? Don't go too far and trade him now. But I'm just saying, this is what adds to it.
Yeah, that's my issue right there. Like I'm a person, Tomo. If you oh look, we're gonna get into it. But when the Mavericks built up a big lead, SGA aggressive, attacking the basket, aggressive, attacking the basket. That's what you need your best player to do. When the game is getting out of hand, can you bring them back? All right. So that's my thing with Tatum. He only took 17 shots yesterday. That's it. 17 shots yesterday. How many Donovan Mitchell took? He took Donovan Mitchell. Oh, he took 19. Okay, because they built a 20-point lead. He got the game. But that third quarter, he had 16 in the third quarter. But Tatum, right, so far, Tombo, hold on, I had it right here. I was looking at Donovan Mitchell. Tatum, all right, in the playoffs right now, this man, so far in the playoffs, all right, he is averaging, what we got? Come on, don't do me like that. Oh, okay. Okay. What we doing, y'all? What we doing? Okay. All right, here we go. In the playoffs, Tombo, this man averaging 21 points, shooting 26% from three, 40% from the field. So far in the playoffs. Now, don't get me wrong. He probably averaging 21 because blowouts. He not playing the whole game. But he hasn't dropped 30 yet, and they got 2 L's. Like, they got 2 L's. One to an undermanned Miami Heat team. Right? That's one. And number 2, one to the Cavaliers, who nobody expected Cavaliers to beat them. Cavaliers at the wing position are small. They got Donovan Mitchell, who's like 6'3". They got Darius Garland like 6'2". They got Caris LeVert off the bench, who also like 6'3", 6'4" probably. Derek White taller than all of them. He the point guard. Drew Holiday taller than all of them. They are a bigger team. They're just a better team. There's no way they should have dropped the ball at home. Once again, we're not panicking, but these are signs to come for when they get to the finals. Like, bro, when y'all play in the finals, y'all gonna play against an elite team. I get it. We saw all the accolades came from the West. Shout out to the Western Conference, by the way. All the accolades came from the West. So that's where the juggernauts are in the West. The East, man, it's for fun. Jalen Brunson, right? He having a good time. He balling. That's my guy. Tyrese Halliburton, oh, he's so cute. Right? Come on, man. The West is where it's at. So when you get to the West, playing like this, Celtics got it. Bro. If I'm a Celtics fan, I'm a little worried for the finals.
I will also be a little concerned at this too, because again, this goes back to our debate yesterday. We were talking about NFL versus NBA, or just like who can make it in what league. People watch film, right? You got your assistant coaches who go out and look at all these stats. They do analytics. So going on off of analytics alone, I know you're at home. Again, I gave y'all the home record, but did you know that Donovan Mitchell was 8-2 in game 2s with an 80% winning chance? So that right there should have let you know that he was going to at least try to come out and keep that streak alive. Somebody should have told
you. Bad game 2s. I think the Celtics are bad in game 2s.
Look at that.
Cause they lost to Atlanta last year in game 2. Trae Young
lost to Miami this year in game 2.
Lost to Miami in game 2. Yeah, last year lost to Miami in game 1, 2, and 3.
Teddy gonna pop up. He gonna pop up like the boogeyman. But I'm just saying, knowing stuff like this, you should already be prepared. But again, this goes back to what you were saying about Tatum and how you're holding him accountable as if you want to be this best player. This also gives a little bit of credence to what I've been saying about the Celtics and them being in the playoffs. Like, I just can't trust them just yet. It's like as soon as they give you hope, they give you something else to bring you back down and be like, all right, hold on. Let me just wait. The
3-ball not hitting, they look terrible. It's not good. That's not good.
Here we go.
But let me ask you this though: how you feel about the super team, Tomo? So super team comment. We're not a super team. We got no accolades. We got no MVP candidates. No MVPs. No. Basically, said we got no awards. It's not a super team. How you feel about that? I know everybody expects us to win by 20 every game. That's what he said. So
I think NBA teams need to invest in and like interview coaches. Because what happens here is these players they be trying to fill air on questions that they don't really need to. Like you could just answer the question and let it go. Because right then and there he had finished saying something, and then he was just like his brain was just like, I mean, we're not a super team. I mean, no, people called us a super team. I was like, what? Who said that? Because you got Porzingis. Because if
Nobody
that's the
said
case, I could have said the Wizards had a super team, and they called them the mid three. That wasn't even a big three that we had. They called them a mid three. So nah, bro, you can't do that one. You can't do that one. That is that. I'm with you on that one, Blaze. We said that's a LeBron type of answer. Technically, for LeBron, it's more of a LeBron. It's literally a LeBron answer because he'll build a super team. But with them, this is a homegrown team right here. Outside of Porzingis
and
and Drew Holiday, everybody else was
you
there for
Derek
the
White.
majority of it. So
Derek White
like,
got traded.
you see what I'm saying? So like, the two stars, the two pillars on this team are the two that should be going for 4. Y'all should be Kyrie and Luka.
See, look, this is my issue with that comment. Oh, we not a super team. We got no accolade. First of all, Derek White all defense. Drew Holiday is arguably the best defensive point guard in NBA. To start
And
there.
the best buck. Don't forget that.
All right. Jaylen Brown is an all-star. You are an all-star. And last time I checked Tatum, didn't you say he was the best player in the NBA? Isn't that what he said? Then Malika Andrews asked him who the best player. Didn't he say him?
Yeah.
Ain't that what he said? I didn't say that. Tay didn't say that. You didn't say that. I dash on you say that. He's number 5 on my list. Come on, dog. You the best player in the NBA. That's what you said. And y'all got Porzingis, a 3-ball freaking throwing like, bro, he's efficient like crazy. And on top of that, he's one of the best defensive players in the paint. Go ahead.
The original unicorn.
The original unicorn, bro. Like, and then you got Drew Holiday. You stole him from your rival? The best on-ball defender point guard in the NBA? Derek White? Are you serious? Like, you got two of the best defensive guards in the NBA, and they both can shoot. You got Jaylen Brown, who's just like you, a smaller version, but he's more of a dog. Like, bro, like, you got a team, and you say you're the best player. If we put the real best, if we put Ant on, bro, if Anthony Edwards was on that team, they weren't losing yesterday. If SGA was on that team, they're not losing yesterday. That's my point. Tatum's motor is not good. Like, Jaylen, if he had Jaylen Brown's motor, bro.
Did you call him a Chevy?
Bro, he's more like a Prius today. He ain't got a motor. He all electric on his phone.
Boogie.
But no, man, Tatum, that's my issue with him, bro. Like, if he had Jaylen Brown's in like aggressiveness, he would be a different player. But he's so like lackadaisical, laid back. Oh, it's time to be aggressive. Okay, I'm gonna go for like 2 plays. Okay, Derek White open in the corner. Not even open for real, and he's still jacking 3. It was Joe was jacking a lot of 3s, Tomo, and they weren't even open. Like, but it was jacking.
That's all they know though. Didn't the quote come out saying that they were supposed to? I think Mazzulla said they need to put up 50, at least attempt 53s a game.
See, that's what I don't understand. You're supposed to adjust to the defense. We're gonna get to the Maverick series. I'm gonna bring us on when it comes to that. But with this game, like, they shot a lot of hand and face 3s, bro. Like they it's like they like you said. Like that number you just put out, they got that in their head and they got it on the top of the arena and they ain't watching it. Like, oh, it's not a time right now. I gotta get these 3s up, bro. Gotta get these 3s up. So I don't know, man.
I mean, I when I mean more so like homegrown, I don't mean like drafted them. I just want to say, just answer Dave's question, then you can answer this one. I was saying more so like who's been there the last 4 or 5 playoff runs, and I think Horford has been there for those runs. So at this point, the chemistry is kind of there. Marcus Smart somewhere sitting around like, I told y'all, if I was there, we would have won that game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right, man. Man, let's get to these shows, man. Yeah, but they, I agree. You know.
Yeah. First.
I'll say AD though. More so AD. Cat is just, I don't know. Cat is I think Cat motor is actually better than AD's.
I agree with you on that one.
You know what I mean? But he does have his issues too. AD, he has best player potential, like in the league. Like that's how skilled he is, bro. But he just not.
He ain't just hit me with the
but
literal Dave.
hmm?
He just hit me with the literal Dave, man. Man, said I feel you, but
Yeah,
homegrown is drafted players. Yeah, you right. You right.
yeah, bro.
Technically,
It's
you are
annoying.
right.
All right, let's get to these shows, man. We got a lot of shows, Tomo. We gotta let these people know. Like, this is not just a show that they watching. This is a network. We have other shows.